I always say to my students, if you want to know what you're thinking, look at what you're creating around you. And what you thought in the past is creating your current reality. And if you want your future to be different, you got to create different thoughts, because what you're currently doing will only produce what you're currently getting. And that's what most people don't realize, is that they keep recreating the same reality over and over, and they think they're stuck. But the fact is they're sticking themselves by maintaining the same habits of thought and imagery and behavior. And it's not easy to change without some kind of external support, because we're basically habit-driven people. And you can get so habitual, you're in a trance. And it takes a coach or a book or a program like mine to break people out of that, to kind of almost shake them awake, and then give them the tools of repetition where they can think a higher level thought and expose themselves to the deeper creativity that already exists inside of them, but they're numbed out to, so that they can create a better life with less effort. I think one of the things that we do that's unusual is that we provide people with a mastermind group or a set of what we call accountability partners, so that as you leave the seminar, it's kind of like, everyone makes New Year's resolutions to exercise. It's much easier to keep them if you sign up for a gym and you have a partner you're going to go with and a coach you're going to meet when you get there. Because then you've got people saying, come on, let's go, let's get in our suit, let's do 50 push-ups, whatever. And, on our own, we would tend to fall away from that. And so we teach people how to create and maintain a support system that keeps them focused on their goals. We also teach them a set of habits that we expect them to do for a minimum of 40 days, because research shows that if you can keep something going for 40 days, you're more unlikely to keep it going. And then we also encourage them to keep it going for a whole quarter, 3 months, if they really want to be sure. And so what happens is things like the mirror exercise, where every night at the end of the day before they go to bed, they look in the mirror and out loud they talk to themselves and appreciate themselves for everything they did that day. And what that does over a 40-day period, it creates a habit of self-affirmation, self-validation, focusing on what you did do rather than what you didn't do. And so it creates some new mental habits. Everyone leaves with a set of affirmations, which they put on 3x5 cards or put on their screensaver that they have to read every day. We ask them to do that for an entire year. Then once a week they're talking to their mastermind group. I recommend that people hire a coach and, study with the best. One of my friends said training without coaching is entertainment. And I think there's a certain truth in that, because a lot of people can relate to going and getting that training, and then a month later it's like they were never there. And so we need that. Once we get the breakthrough, we need to sustain it. And so it's like teaching a kid. You don't expect them with one intervention to develop a new habit, like keeping their elbows off the table or chewing with their mouth closed or going to bed on time or studying with the radio off. But if you reinforce that over and over and over for days and months, eventually they internalize it and it becomes a habit. And what I'm looking to do is create what I call habits of success, disciplines of success that become second nature. And when you've got that, if you've developed 4 a year, at the end of 10 years, you've got 40 new success habits. You're home free.